All the people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November, what did you do with October's food stamp money? What'd you do? Did you stock up on pantry items and try to shop smartly? Or did you just go buy a bunch of processed garbage? By the way, you can thank the Democrats for the government being shut down and your benefits not coming through for November. Looks like you're going to be going to the food pantry for your Thanksgiving meal. I know a lot of food pantries hand out turkeys for Thanksgiving. All the sides and trimmings too. Lots of food pantries. You better figure it out. I'm sick of hearing you complain, honestly. You ever have this as a meal? I'm eating peanut butter and butter on toast. It's absolutely delicious. You should try it. And not for nothing, I saw this woman that said she was getting $1,100 a month in food stamps. Do you know how long I could make $1,100 in food stamps last in this house? There's two of us, but I do have my son over every once in a while, or my daughters over once in a while to eat. I feed them too, and we always got food in our house, no matter what. I would take a third job. I have two jobs. I would take a third job if I had to, just to make sure my kids ate. What are you doing for your kids besides coming on the internet and bitching that you don't have any money in your food stamps account? This message is for all the people that are
It's been 7 days since I lost my food stamps, so I have not been able to afford groceries. I did get my cash assistance for this month. Section 8 didn't pay my rent yesterday, so now I have to come up with $1,100 that I don't have, okay? $1,100, so where am I gonna come up with that? I don't have a job. I'm not looking for a job. I'm not going to get a job. I've never had a job. I'm not going to do it now, okay? I have been on welfare benefits for 13 years. And now they decide they want to put a time limit on this. It has been 13 years that I have received almost $10,000 a month in benefits. And now you expect me to just get up and find that $10,000 somewhere else. I have 6 mouths to feed. 6 mouths. It has been a week. I have not been able to put food in this house. I now have to come up with rent. Yes, I got my nails done today. Yes, I got my eyelashes done today. Yes, I got my eyebrows done today. Okay? Because just because I can't pay my bills does not mean I have to go around looking like a bum. So yes, I did get my nails done. Sue me, okay? Sue me. $1,100 is a lot different than $80. Okay, I had $80 to get my nails and everything else done. I don't have $1,100. I have over 200,000 followers on my main account, and I can't get one person to help me. Not one person. When it is your responsibility as a taxpayer to support me and my children. Where are you at?
That's why they stopping food stamps. Cause this live in 76105, which nobody in this area make over $5,000 a year. What the f is this 76105 food stamp card doing over here in 76120 in these $300,000 houses? She sold them to her auntie. So the auntie got the food stamp card over here in this high tax area where nobody should be getting food stamps. They running the card up. That's why they think poor people is eating lobster and steak, because they selling the food stamp. Now when they get the card back, her and her kid might just got all microwave food. So this mother kid, whole life until he's damn near grown, is completely reliant upon him eating at school, at least breakfast and lunch.
Now, because what the fuck do you mean that I'm not gonna get my fucking SNAP benefits? What the fuck do you mean? Because what the fuck is happening? Do you understand that there are people like me who cannot work? Do you understand there are people like me who have kids who cannot eat? Do you understand there are people like me who go hungry the last week of the month just so my kids can't eat?
So Just because I don't want to work 20 hours a week, which is crazy. Can you imagine having to work 20 hours a week? So I don't want to work. You take all of my benefits away. The benefits that you have allowed me to use for 13 years with no warning at all. The government has enabled this behavior for 13 years to where I have not had to work a day in my life. 13 years of almost $10,000 a month in government aid. And now, because you signed some stupid bill that says I have to work if I want to get food stamps, and because I don't want to, you take it all away, no warning. How am I supposed to feed my 6 kids? How am I supposed to support my 6 kids? How am I supposed to pay rent? How am I supposed to get my nails done? How am I supposed to go drive down to the corner store when I have no money for gas? And you want me to go get a job, but you don't want to give me gas money? This is how the real world works? At 35 years old, now you decide you want to take it away?
My food stamps went from $4,400 in food stamps every month to $38. What am I supposed to get with $38 with 6 kids? How the hell am I supposed to support my kids on $38 in food stamps? Not to mention our disability checks on hold. Our Section 8, my rent isn't getting paid tomorrow. So I have to come up with $1,100. Okay? I am allergic to work. I can't work. I refuse to work. The whole reason I had kids was the amount of government benefits that you get for one child. And now, with the dependent age being 7 and younger, none of my kids are dependents now. None of them, because they're all older than 7. So how am I supposed to live? How do I feed my kids on $38? This is not okay. Not okay.
I can't believe this is happening. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I was just grocery shopping at Walmart. I had 3 carts full of food. $700 worth. Went to swipe my card, declined. Swiped it again, declined. Do you know how embarrassing it was for me to have to leave 3 carts and walk out? So I called my caseworker. I talked to my caseworker. My food stamps, I'm being investigated right now. So as I'm being investigated, all of my welfare benefits are on hold. No food stamps, so my $4,400 that I get in food stamps every month, I'm not getting. $2,200 in cash assistance, I'm not getting. Section 8 isn't paying my rent, so right now I owe $1,100 for my rent because Section 8 is also on hold, not paying my rent. My utilities, my $300 check that I get every month for utilities, not getting. 7 disability checks are on hold right now. 7. That is how I pay my bills. This is how I pay my bills. I don't have a job. I've never had a job. It is your responsibility as a taxpayer to support me and my 6 kids. So what the hell am I supposed to do? Well, everything's on hold. How am I supposed to put food on the table? We are going to be put out on the street. This is bullshit. This is not okay. 3 carts full of groceries I just had to walk away from. What can I do? What should I do? Does anybody have any advice?
Me and my kids have been 5 days without food. 5 days ago, my food stamps were taken from me, stolen from me with no warning, no warning. Today, I get this food stamp letter from the fucking food stamp office telling me not only am I losing my food stamps, I'm losing my $2,100 in cash benefits that I get every single month to pay my bills. I'm losing my Section 8, My food stamps have now decreased from $4,300 to $19 a month for 6 kids. How the hell am I supposed to feed 6 kids on $19 a freaking month? On top of having to come up with rent, because now I don't have Section 8. Cash benefits, no cash benefits. My $300 utility check that I get every single month, I will no longer be getting. We're gonna be left out on the fucking streets. They take all of my food stamps. I don't even have a fucking dollar to my name, and I have 6 kids to feed. Please tell me, how is this making America great again? Can somebody make sense? I'm so fucking pissed.
She bought soda with her food stamps, dumped it, recycled it, got caught. They're making her pay $23,000 back. Just saw the video. The lady went into the grocery store, bought some soda pop, went in the parking lot, dumped out all the soda. Cop comes up and says, "What are you doing, ma'am?" "I'm dumping out the soda so I can recycle." Why would you go in the store and buy soda pop with your money if you're going to come and dump it out here to get even less money? "Oh, I used my food stamp card." "You did what?" "I use my food stamp money. I do it all the time. That's how I get more money." "I'm going to have to report you, ma'am." "Report me to who?" "The state. I just saw this video. It's on here." I couldn't believe it. She's telling the story like, pobrecita, and he reports it to the state. She gets a letter in the mail from wherever she gets her benefits. And the letter reads, "Because of you getting reported for doing this and saying that you do it all the time, you need to pay back every penny we sent you in the last year." The amount was $23,000. How does somebody what do you got to do to get $23,000 worth of food stamps in 1 year? Somebody do the math. Well, let's see. 2,000 times 12 would be 24. So she's getting right under $2,000 a month to buy food. How? She doesn't even look like she's from another country and came over here. I mean, she looks American. I don't get it. Somebody make it make sense.
See, and everybody's up in arms talking about my food stamps, my Medicaid, and all that shit. Let me give you an example of the panic that is proliferating the United States. Let me let Trump's press secretary explain what the is really going on. Check it out.
Why the Q&A was released, so that there is no confusion. There's no confusion within this building. I know there is, again, a lot amongst the media and those who don't seem to just be able to read a memo and take it for what it is. It's very clear. This is a temporary pause on federal funding to ensure that tax dollars are not funding things that this president has signed out of law. So the Green New Deal, DEI, etc. As I said repeatedly yesterday, and I would like to double down on the fact that Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, which I'd like to be clear on that today, welfare benefits, individual assistance, food stamps, etc. will not be impacted. So the American people should not be confused about this. And in fact, they should be grateful that this administration is actually valuing their hard-earned tax dollars.
So all Trump is saying, he ain't giving no fat to none of these motherfucking wicked schemes to suck taxpayer dollars and put it in the corporate hands. That's what it is. How you gonna give $50 million to some condoms over in Bangladesh somewhere? I mean, what the fuck are they fucking? All the gay shit. He ain't funding no more fucketry. He ain't funding no more motherfucking dyke bitches. None of that shit is going to the individuals. If you're receiving government substance and it's going direct to you, it's going to keep government direct to you. But if it had to funnel through some other corporation where they taking a cut and then you get some crumbs that they just toss your way, that shit's over. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Go ahead, 47. Keep it up, boy. Goddamn.
I just finally got confirmation that food stamps is officially cut for next month. About 2 months ago, I stopped eating dinner almost every night of the week so that my boyfriend and I could have enough food left over to have lunch the next day. This was before we were about to lose our food stamps. Mind you, we both work.
I don't think that we really realize the depth that this is, the damage that this is going to do, but the women, the mothers, and the families, but the mothers especially, who are going to go without meals so their children don't have to. I know that I will absolutely be one of those mothers.
But because we have children and because aftercare and before care is too expensive, I've taken a job that's basically minimum wage so that I can be there to pick up my kids. I cannot fathom what we're going to do without that food stamp money, because if I already couldn't eat dinner with that food stamp money,
I'm so tired of seeing people say like, oh, well, maybe if you had a job, you could get your groceries, or, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't have to depend on stamps. I work full time. Thank you. And I do rely on stamps because guess what? It's not enough money in this economy for me to be able to pay bills and get stuff that we need and provide for my 2 kids. So yes, I depend on stamps. And I have a full-time job. So please know that people out here depend on stamps. It's not because we out here just mooching off the government. It's because we literally need that to provide for our family.
I work hard every single day. I get up every single day and clean houses, and I still rely on food stamps to feed my 6 children because the prices are so high. It's unrealistic to think about not having food stamps. Next month, I'm so terrified because 6 babies are always eating. Plus myself, I eat about 1 meal a day, but still.
Walked in one by one, some hung their heads, others wore their feelings right there on their t-shirts. Today, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office announced an undercover operation they've been working on for months resulted in more than 100 arrest warrants and close to 40 arrests.
This is a huge problem, and we're like one of maybe 3 or 4 law enforcement agencies in the state of Florida that have decided to do something about this.
And it has to do with just that. Meal tickets in the form of EBT cards for low-income individuals being fraudulently used. One part of the investigation centered around Gerald Millis, a local restaurant owner who police say purchased EBT cards from people for 50 to 60 cents on the dollar, and then stocked his local Pizza Pros restaurant with food he bought using those cards.
We were able to determine that he used 53 different EBT cards at Sam's Club.
Police say 55 people were also caught illegally selling their EBT cards to undercover detectives.
A couple of them said, I'm headed to go get some rock cocaine.
A beyond frustrating reality for taxpayers who today learned their hard-earned money is being misused.
I voted for him for lower grocery prices. Not only has that not happened, I'm getting my food stamps taken. I did not ask for this.
Well, it seems like a good enough time as any to interrupt her. Hi, I'm back to teach white people more shit. Well, mostly white people, because that's who keeps popping up on my FYP, just cheering on the fact that we won't have any SNAP benefits for November. So I thought I'd do a little research. Yeah, and I'm using Alabama as my example because that's the state I live in. And I got my data here that I'm about to read to you from the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, and also because I know how to do basic math. Well, I do, but I double check it with Siri because I did receive an Alabama education, so there's a anyways that's neither here nor there. I said, you know, how many people in the state of Alabama, our population, are on SNAP benefits? And they said 750,000 to 800,000 people in the state of Alabama are on SNAP benefits, and that's our population, by the way, is 5 million. So that makes it 15 to 16% of our population are receiving SNAP benefits. And And I said, so if we took each state, the percentage of their population on SNAP, and ranked them from highest to lowest, where on that list would Alabama fall? And we are the 11th highest on SNAP benefits. It's not really that good. They said 1 in 6 households receive SNAP benefits. I said, out of curiosity, how many people in the state of Alabama receiving SNAP benefits are white? It said 37%. I said, okay. That's about the same as our national average, so to be expected. I'm just going to give you a little bit more information to tie this up. 64% of the population voted for Donald Trump. 64% of the people who voted in 2024 voted for Donald Trump. And 77% of those people were white voters. And that comes from the Pew Research Center. I hope that helps.
Ma'am, stop right there. Put your hands on the car.
I'm not stealing. The president said I could have this food.
Ma'am, step away from the exit.
Y'all are harassing me for groceries. I didn't ring a thing up because it's free now.
That's not how it works. Turn around, place your hands behind your back.
No, you can't do that.
Cuffing left wrist.
This ain't over.
Huh?
Y'all ain't hear me. They cut my food stamps. I ain't paying for none of this shit. I got babies at home that gotta eat. You think I'm just gonna leave my cart here? Hell no. I ain't paying nothing. I'm walking out with it. Try and stop me.
With food stamps already being taken away, a Walmart already got fucking raided. And this is not going to be the first by taking away the EBT fucking food stamps, especially right before fucking Thanksgiving, right before the fucking holidays. And if they think the American people are going to be okay with it, you think the American people are going to go starving? Yeah, you got it all the way fucked up. Expect way more fucking riots at the grocery stores, at Walmart, at Target, wherever EBT is fucking accepted at, yeah. Because apparently the only place that is still getting EBT is New York City and California. But what about the rest of the fucking thousands and millions of fucking people who literally depend on fucking EBT for food? And I heard Aldi is doing a Thanksgiving feeding of 10 people for only $40 freaking. And I don't know how true it is, but you know what? If it is, I'm so motherfucking glad. Mind you, Aldi is not even an American brand. It's a European brand. They don't even celebrate Thanksgiving, yeah. If people have no food during Christmas, have no food during Thanksgiving. Like, they know exactly what they are doing. They want people to cause commotion, but these are just people who are fucking hungry. Like, I'm telling y'all right now, this shit is not gonna end in a good fucking way. If y'all are gonna sit here and think that people of this fucking century is gonna sit home and starve while there's mad fucking grocery stores around them, yeah, you got it all the way fucked up.
Y'all cut my stamps off. You hear me? They said I gotta work 40 hours to get any help. I got 2 kids at home and the fridge that's empty. What I'm supposed to do, huh? That's why the trunk full. That's why I took it.
Oh my god.
Alright, everybody wanted to know when the first person or when people were going to start looting the stores because of the whole EBT shutdown. So I guess I'm going to be the first person because I'm hungry. So I'm going to grab some food. I guess we out. I need to feed my family and myself. So I'll be the first one for y'all. Let's do it. We're going to start by grabbing a pizza. Nice big old DiGiorno. Grab some breadsticks. The good breadsticks, not the cheap ones. I want them gourmet breadsticks. Oh yeah, the ones with the cheese in them. Yeah, I'll take the ones with the cheese in them. Let's do that. Go grab something to wash it down with. Some juice. Grab some apple juice. Again, not the small one, but the big one. Bigger apple juice. And some water. Wash it all down. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. Ready? Wait. I don't get EBT. And I have a job. And money. So I guess I'm gonna pay for it. just like everybody else who works and makes money. Yeah. So let me show you guys how this works. She's gonna ring up my stuff. She's gonna tell me my price. Yeah, I'll take it back.
$14.52.
And I'm gonna pay for it using the money that I get from the job.
So what, you heard that on, did you hear that on Facebook or something? Or like what
I've seen
happened?
it on Facebook, I've seen it on the news. They also have this, supposedly Monday, there's supposed to be several of them where groups of like 15 and 20 people go in the store, grab as much as they can, and then all 20 of them run out at the same time.
Oh my God, they're just trying to steal groceries.
So, I'm just saying, it's just got to be aware. People, you know, people are crazy. I mean, people do crazy things.
Yeah.
They're desperate.
Gotta keep your head on a swivel. You never know.
Ma'am, stop the cart.
Don't you touch that! The president said I can have this food!
Let go of the handle, ma'am. Step back from the cart. You're being detained.
Detained? I'm a citizen. He said groceries are free now.
Turn around. Hands behind your back.
I ain't doing nothing wrong.
Left hand.
Get off me. Y'all
Second
thieves.
cuff coming on. Relax your arm.
You're arresting